Channel for news.
No, it's great, but look at me. I'm a mess. I was in the ER all night.
Why do I get the feeling that your appearance is the least of what's bothering you?
Because you are a very astute woman with a very keen eye. Look, on the one hand, we had such a wonderful time in Maine that I can't wait to see him again.
And on the other hand?
What happens after I say, welcome home, honey?
Well, you could invite him over for pie.
I may kill you now.
No, okay. Why do you need to know where you're going with him? Why can't you just take it easy and see what happens?
Well, I have, haven't I? I mean, look at my spur-of-the-moment trip to Maine. Wasn't that something?
Oh, yeah. As I recall, that was top story at KBAY that night.
Oh, very funny. Okay, so I'm not Miss Speedo, but I am light years ahead of John, believe me.
He's not spontaneous, huh?
Oh, not even close.
I thought you weren't due back in until tonight.
Well, actually, Greg and I decided to take an earlier flight so that Dad could take care of some gift buying here in Bay City.
Ah, you didn't have room in your luggage for a couple of T-shirts with lobsters on them,
I got plenty of those. Don't worry, I got you one, too. Extra large, of course.
Oh, thank you very much. But really, what did you need to buy here that you couldn't get up in Maine?
Something for Kelsey.
Wow, so?
Here. Take a look. What? Oh, tell me. It's the ugliest thing that you've ever seen. What is it? Too big? Too small? Come on, what? Tell me.
It's an engagement ring. Are you out of your mind?
Rachel, what a surprise. You look lovely. Come in, come in. Shall I have Ito prepare tea?
This isn't a social visit.
Oh, dear. More problems with Jake and Spencer, eh? Well, I'm glad you felt you could turn to me. Now, how may I help?
By telling me what you know about Ian Rain's disappearance.
Beg your pardon?
If Paulina is with him, if she gets hurt in any way, you are responsible. Now, where is Ian?
What are you doing?
Looking for food, do you mind?
Look, why don't you just forget your hunger pangs for a moment and come and have a look at the country where you were born?
What?
You just went over the border.
That's San Cristobal down there? Oh, everything is so green. My God, it's so beautiful.
It's all that and more. Hard to believe something so ugly went on in such a beautiful place, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what we're here to find out, isn't it? The truth.
By the time I'm done, we'll find out what kind of a man your father really was. You ready for that?
Maybe you shouldn't get your expectations in an uproar. I mean, John sent you postcards, what, 3 times a week?
Yeah,
And he called you, didn't he?
6 times.
Okay, so what is the big deal? He's interested, you're interested. Just take it easy and let Mother Nature take its course.
Anyway, excuse me, but the last time I checked, wasn't my friend Brett orchestrating a love him or leave him plan against Matt Corey for crimes against the female psyche?
Okay, so I've played a few games of my own, but that's only because Matt is...
No, wait. You can't pitch me advice about going with the flow and then turn around the next minute and treat your relationship with Matt like a game of killer volleyball. It just doesn't wash, Brett.
All right, so I'm slightly schizophrenic. I mean, can you blame me?
No, absolutely not. I mean, we are talking about the opposite sex here. They make advanced calculus look good. May I make a suggestion?
Please do.
First, I think you need to figure out what you want from the relationship. Then you need to go to Matt and be completely honest about it.
You're serious?
Yep. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, it's about time I took some of my own advice. The minute John gets back, I'm gonna go right up to him and I'm gonna say, "Hi, how was the fishing?"
Oh, Kelsey, you were so close.
I know.
But you know what? You are absolutely right. I'm gonna take these sketches over to KBAY right now.
And you're gonna lay it on the line with Matt, right?
That's right. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Well,
He could hate me for the rest of my
your
life.
Hey, listen, if she decides to do this appearance, the most important thing is to go for the heart, okay?
Okay, well, you keep saying that, but that's what I try to do with every show.
Yeah, I know, but Lorna's different, okay?
I know she is. Tell
No,
me
I mean
about it.
she's fundamentally different person from other people. I mean, there's stuff deep down that you should tap into.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Psychoanalyze her in front of the whole nation? Matt?
Listen, what I want you to is to dig down inside of her. I want people to see the real Lorna Devon. If anyone can do it, you can.
Well, I'm really glad that you have this much confidence in this because I don't.
I do.
Had it. No, enough, enough. I'm going home. Goodbye. Lorna, we'd like to know if maybe you'll appear on Jam Session.
No. Listen, come on, partner to partner. Give us a break. You want me to beg? I'll beg. Listen, ratings are in trouble. We need a hot show.
And I don't... You think I can do that?
Yes, I do. I've seen you handle the press. You're a pro.
Matt's right. When it comes to these kind of things, you're the best, okay, at this off-the-cuff stuff. And I'm not a rag reporter, you know. I don't have to go by exactly what's on the page.
Can't you guys just let this go? No, I don't want to do it.
Okay, can I talk to you for a second?
No, I don't want to
Just
talk.
Please.
Come on.
Look, Lorna, I know you hate this, okay?
Duh.
But Matt would not ask for your help if he didn't need you. The station is in trouble, okay? The ratings are not good enough, and the advertisers are not happy.
And so Lorna Devon means ratings?
Yes. With me driving this interview, we can do it. All right? I mean, just admit it. You're dynamic and you're unusual. Please.
And you're dynamic and usual.
Okay? Please, will you do it? Please. We need you.
Fine. Thank you. Anything to get you people
so
off
much.
my... Yeah. Okay,
Yes,
enough.
yes. What?
One condition.
What? Name it. Name
You
it.
tape it now. Today. Now.
Wait a minute,
Right
wait a minute.
now.
But
5 minutes.
we
now.
we
Okay,
don't have enough.
today is okay. Let's just hurry up. We can pull this together. Come on, come on.
Thanks.
Oh, you. If I wanted a bodyguard, I would have hired one.
No, you wouldn't. You would talk yourself into believing that you can beat Carl at his own game.
Maybe I can. Did it ever occur to you that maybe I can?
At one time, maybe. But I've seen the pictures, Lorna. I know what you must be feeling.
No, you have no idea what I must be feeling. Because if you did, then you would know that if those pictures ended up on tomorrow's front page of the newspaper, I would not care.
Why are
Now
you fighting me on
off.
this? This is business.
Really?
Yes. Carl is not going to give up, and neither am I. Not till that bastard is put away.
One word, and you're a dead man.
You're going to ask Kelsey to marry you?
Yes, that's about the gist of it, Quinsman. I thought you liked Kelsey.
I love Kelsey. I think she's great, but that's hardly the point. I mean, you've been dating this woman for what, 2 months at the most? Best case scenario?
So what?
So what? Don't you think that you should, maybe wait a while until you know this woman just a little bit better?
Hold it. Do you remember 4th of July, my picnic?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember
so
that Kelsey and I were having this big fight about me keeping the house as kind of a shrine to Charlene?
Yes, I
well,
do,
do you
and I
happen to
remember that
recall what
hurt
you
you
told me?
Yeah, of course
you
I do.
said to
I
me,
told
you
you.
said, John, Charlene is dead. It's time to move on and to let go.
Yes, I told you
so
to
here
move
I
on,
am.
John,
I'm
not to
moving
move to
on. I'm
Jupiter.
letting go, and you're telling me that I'm moving
Marriage
too
is
fast.
a very big step.
Well, I know that, but Mary Frances, left to my own devices, I could drag this thing out until next century, and I don't know that Kelsey will still be around then.
You're asking her to marry you so she won't see other people?
No, I'm asking her to marry me because I love her. I said it.
But John, you know that there is no one in Bay City who would be happier for you than I would.
Yeah, but you hate this.
No,
You
I
hate
didn't
this
say
whole
that. No, I
idea.
didn't. I just
you
think
do.
that. No, I don't. I'm just thinking that maybe you're jumping the gun a little bit. You know,
Come
maybe
here. Come here. Just sit down. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
When I was in Maine, one evening, I was sitting on the riverbank, and it came to me like an epiphany.
What did?
This overwhelming desire to have Kelsey sitting next to me. And not just for that night, mind you. I mean, for all nights.
I see. So you're going to ask Kelsey to marry you based on a single metaphysical moment in the woods in Maine.
Mary Frances Frame Winthrop, you, of all people, I was certain that you would
But
understand.
actually, I do. I do. I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what I plan to ask her?
Oh, dare I ask?
I'm gonna put this in a piece of pie. You like the idea?
Wow. Yeah.
I just overheard one of the nurses say that she was on her way to the daily grind,
So
so
you're
I
gonna
figured
put that thing in the pie there, and it'll remind her of the pie fiasco at your picnic.
Well, that was a turning point for me. You think it's too subtle?
Ooh, no. I think it's very appropriate, actually. Can I ask you one thing, though? Are you sure? Are you absolutely, positively sure that this is what you want to do?
Not a doubt in my mind.
Go for it. Yeah.
Hey, John.
Hey,
Welcome home.
Papa to be.
Oh, great. We,
Good.
in fact, have an obstetrical appointment this afternoon.
Oh, that's wonderful. I hardly recognize you. I like this.
Yeah, I'm
It's
traveling
nice shirt on you.
incognito these days. Whatever.
Listen, don't let me keep you. I'm a man with a mission.
Yeah, okay. Look, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's that all?
I'll tell you later. Listen, we have to talk.
Is it serious?
Yeah, it is. It's about the baby.
Katie Couric, now NBC Tonight.
Still hardly believe it.
What's that?
That actually was born down there. I mean, I've also often thought about my mother. I mean, what she was like and how she felt about me when I was born. Maybe I've got relatives in San Cristobal. No, maybe my mother had brothers and sisters.
Hey. I am not helping you fill out some family tree. You could just forget all about it, okay?
You know you can be a real jerk sometimes. You think you're gonna find all your little answers in that safe deposit box. Hey, well, maybe you will. But what if they aren't the answers that you want, Ian? Have you thought about that?
My father would never lie to me, Paulina. Never!
Right. Unlike my father, who was a two-faced lying SOB, right?
Well, that remains to be seen.
You bet it does. You've forgotten something else, too, Ian.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, what's that?
You were just a little boy when your father died. You expected him to be perfect, so he was. He didn't live long enough for you to see otherwise. So in your mind, he's become this, like, godlike image. What if you're wrong, Ian? What are you gonna do then?
You better find somewhere to hold on. We're about to land.
Did you even hear a word I said?
Yes, I did. Listen to me. I didn't bring you down here with me. Don't you forget that.
How can I when you keep reminding me every
Find
5
somewhere to
seconds?
sit down. We'll have all my answers by sundown.
We both will.
What is it? Is there a problem with the baby? Did you call the doctor?
Time out. Bambina Double X is doing very well, thank you.
Then what?
Before we see the obstetrician, we have to work a few things out, that's all.
Oh, yeah, like who takes the 2 a.m. feeding?
Cass, this is important.
Okay, sorry. What?
Okay, promise me you're not going to say no right off the bat, okay? Promise me you'll think about it.
Think about what, Frankie? You're starting to make me a little nervous here.
Okay, here it is. I want to have a home birth.
Excuse me? I could have sworn that you just said you want to deliver the baby at home?
Right. I want a natural birth. No glaring lights, no me strapped to a cold, hard table in these contorted positions, no booming voice doctor with commands like push, push. I'm not going to know when to push. I mean, really.
There's natural and then there's natural. I mean, If you don't want any pain medication, that's entirely up to you.
Thank you
but
very much.
when the welfare of my child,
Our
child,
child
is concerned, I think we need to be a little more circumspect, don't you?
Absolutely, and that's why I have done all this research. You see, I think that when you read this, Cass, you will be very surprised. You see,
I doubt it very
Look,
seriously.
really.
Spiritual
the
midwifery?
use of midwives is very popular again, and lots of obstetricians use them now.
Does ours?
Well, no, not officially, but
Oh,
we could,
Frankie, come on! What if something went wrong during the birth? What if our baby needed oxygen?
we could have it right there in the room with us. The midwife that I'm interested in is a nurse, is a
What if something serious happened to the baby? What if the baby needed intensive care? What then?
Cass, nothing is going to go wrong. I am as healthy as a horse, and so is the baby.
I don't know about this. I mean, obviously, I'm not crazy about the
But
idea.
you will think about it, right? I mean, you'll read the books, you'll look into it, you'll think about it.
Yes, I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
Oh, you, oh, hairy one. You, I was just so worried about your reaction, you sweet thing. You.
You know, Ito makes a surprisingly good English tea. And look, fresh scones, nothing in them.
Where is he? Where is Ian? Where have you sent him?
I?
Yes. You posted his bail, didn't you? If he's not working for you, you stand to lose a lot of money, don't you?
Oh, what a darling you are to be concerned about my finances. You see, you're beginning to care for me in spite of yourself.
In a pig's eye.
Just when we're getting along so well.
Where is he?
You do intrigue me. Look, if Paulina, who is a grown woman with a mind of her own, if she is elected to go off with young Mr. Rain, it's of her own accord. Why the concern?
Because she's part of my family, Carl.
Well, she's Mac's daughter.
Yes, she's Mac's daughter. I know what you're doing.
Oh, do tell. I love to hear what beautiful women fantasize about me.
You have hired Ian Rain to ruin Mac's name. And you're both using Paulina to make sure that happens.
Rachel, if that were true, if the ever-illustrious Mackenzie Corey did in fact have a skeleton hidden in his closet, I would hardly use his daughter to expose it.
Yes, you would. That's your M.O. You hit and run.
No, once upon a time, maybe, but not any longer. I have a son to care for now. No, but something else is bothering you, isn't it? Something far more troubling and a bit more dangerous. What if this young man's claims about Mac turn out to be true? I mean, imagine that. His reputation destroyed by a roughneck from nowhere. I mean, what would you do?
Yeah, these are fine, but dig a little deeper, okay?
Matt, do you know what you're saying? She's gonna have a fit up there.
Good. All the better for the show. Just dig a little deeper. Think
All right,
ratings
let me just
here,
warn
okay?
you then that she
What?
said she's only going to talk about music, period.
Just work on the questions, okay? Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, how you
Didn't
doing?
mean to barge in.
Oh, no problem. What's up?
Well, I've got the finished sketches with me.
Oh, great. Let's see. Let's see here. Nice. What's this?
Oh, that's my bill. I usually get paid a fee before I submit the final drawings, but, you know, since we're friends, I'm giving you the bill
Right.
now.
I appreciate that.
There's something else, too. It's about us.
Us.
Yeah, you know, the twosome that keeps tap dancing around each other because they're afraid of talking about how they really feel. I mean, stop me if any of this sounds familiar.
Listen, it's just the... Well,
Mine, too.
yeah. Okay, hold on. Listen, I'll... Expecting this phone call. Just hold on right here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So you're doing Jenna's show, huh? Well, that's great.
Yeah, there's something great about it. And if it hadn't been for Matthew pulling his old, come on, partner, come on, help me out, I need some help here routine, I would have been home by now.
No, see, the point is that when someone needed you, you came through.
Stop. Just listen to yourself. You know, between your psychobabble and you camping out in my hallway all night long, it's a wonder why I'm talking to you.
Speaking of which, where were you this morning? You know, I
went
knocked,
down
but
the back way, which was murder on my back. But considering what I would have had to go over had I gone out the front way, it was the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, well, your back couldn't hurt worse than mine.
Well, funny, I don't remember begging you to sleep on my floor. As I recall, that was your bright idea.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, in fact, Brett's right here, right now. Yeah, I hope she understands that. Listen, I've talked to her. I'll keep talking to her. Yeah, listen, do not worry. I cannot lose her now. It's too close. Okay, I got this perfect idea. I'm gonna run it by her today, and I'll let you know what happens.
Ian's on the wrong track.
Yes, I agree, but you'd have to say that, though, wouldn't you? I mean, given that rather magnificent speech you made about Mac to the shareholders.
Mac would never knowingly hurt anyone, Carl. He certainly wouldn't steal from someone.
No, I know his reputation very well, and you indeed have been the keeper of that flame for years.
You bet I am. Now, where's Ian?
First, why do you believe she's gone with him?
She left a note saying she was going away.
I see. And from that, you conclude that she wanted a few days' holiday with this bail jumper from down under. I see. Well, let me play devil's advocate for a minute, then. What if she chooses to believe Ian rather than her beloved stepmom?
She never knew Mac. It's only natural she would want to know the truth.
Even if it destroyed his image?
It won't. Well, this was a mistake, wasn't it?
No, please, don't say that. I'm glad that you were able to turn to me. I mean, we're both in very similar positions.
We have nothing in common.
Oh, but we do. We both have children, and neither of them will pay attention to us when we tell them about the most important thing in this life, love.
Well, Lena knows I love her.
She must wonder at times why you don't verify it by challenging this young man's claims and proving that Mac was a saint.
This is pointless.
You know, I, on the other hand, would turn the world inside out if Ryan had given me half a chance. You see, we're both in the same boat with different oars. Well, let's see which of us will succeed first. Rachel, I do appreciate the agony you must be going through. I'll make a few calls. If I can find out where Ian is, and if I have any word on Paulina, I'll call you right away.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good. Mrs. Hutchins, tell me, has the cargo plane landed yet in San Cristobal? Excellent. And Ian Rain and the Corey woman were they aboard? Good. Good. No, that's even better. Now, listen to me very carefully. I want to be apprised of every movement that they make. Do you understand that? Now, listen, or our deal is off. Good. See that you do. It's show time, and I need a good front row seat.
We've walked, what, 100 yards? And I look like I just got out of the shower.
What did you expect?
I expected hot, not dripping wet.
Fine, if you can't handle it, you got 5 minutes to get back on the plane before it takes off.
Oh, you'd just love that, wouldn't you? Well, you can forget it, pal. If you're up for this, so am I.
Would you like to make yourself comfortable?
Oh, thank you very much. Looks like you know all the best places, too.
It's siesta time.
Is that why we couldn't get into the bank?
Probably. I'll check with the barman. You stay right here.
In this heat, you bet.
Don't drink it, all right? Just don't drink it.
What, do you think I'm some idiot? I made sure the glass was clean first.
Drinking mud is safer than drinking this water.
What?
The water has parasites in it. If you want to drink anything, you drink bottled water, beer, or soft drinks,
What
all right?
about brushing my teeth?
Boiled water.
Oh, how delightful.
Listen, I didn't ask you to come down here with me.
Yes, yes, I've heard it all before. I know. Look, why don't we just call it truce till we get to the bank, okay? Then we can go through your father's paper and figure out where to go from there.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. You're not coming to the bank with me.
On the channel for news.
So what is it now, huh? Why can't we get into the bank?
Saints' Day.
Come again?
It's Saints' Day. All public offices are closed, including the bank.
Perfect. Just perfect.
Well, actually, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't.
What's one more day?
I guess so. Look, how can you be so sure that Carl was telling the truth? I mean, what if that key fits his own safety deposit box back in Bay City?
If so, then I've been duped. It's happened before, it'll happen again.
Sorry, but I find that attitude just a shade off the mark. In Bay City, you were so hungry for those keys, you risked going to jail, Ian.
Yeah, but I'm here now. Don't you see? This is my father's favorite place. If we have to spend a while longer here, what's the difference?
You're closer to him, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. You want to get cleaned up?
You could say that again, you bet. Where's the nearest hotel?
Here.
Here where?
Right here. Upstairs, there.
You're kidding.
No. I'm not kidding. Actually, there's a small problem. They only have one room open. Actually, they only have one room, period. And it's mine.
Excuse me?
Unfortunately, there's only a single bed. I'm a very quiet sleeper, and if you have no other plans, you can bunk up with me.
Hi. Listen, I have a problem, and I think that maybe you can help me. Some piece of pie, wouldn't you say? I know that you sell pie at the Daily Grind, but this is a very special piece of pie for a very special lady. Now, what I need you to do is to deliver this to this special lady with no questions asked. Do you think you can do that?
You want me to give a piece of pie to a lady who doesn't ask for it?
Yes, that's it exactly. That's it exactly. Now, what I need you to do is to give this to her after I give you a particular signal. All right? And I know that you're not going to make any money on this, so I thought that, well, perhaps $20 would go towards
Hey,
the
John,
dollars.
great. Just the man I was looking for. I really have to talk to you.
No problem.
Very
It's just-
important.
it'll
It's
be
about
just a
Frankie and the
second.
baby.
No, if you don't mind, just
really
give me
important.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Two minutes,
You got
okay?
it.
Now, the deal is, you have to deliver this to her after I give you the signal. Now, she is a lady that's sitting at the table closest to the bar. Now, can you do that? Great. Good. Life as I know it is officially over.
Life as I know it is officially over.
What? How? You and Matt talked?
Well, not exactly.
Oh, how bad could it be then?
Well, I overheard Matt on the phone with someone, and he was talking about me.
What did he say?
Well, I couldn't catch the whole conversation, but it sounded like if he couldn't win my favor, that his life would be in tatters.
Jeez, what are you gonna do?
Parking lots. I'm just gonna design parking lots at night where there are no available men anywhere.
This week, two lovers give in to their desires and are lost in their own world of passion. But
it's over for us.
what are you talking about? She knows their love is forbidden by her powerful family.
Stay away from him or everyone will get hurt.
Days of Our Lives, NBC Daytime.
Cass, I'm just a little busy right now.
I promise this won't take long, because when you find out what Frankie wants to do, you're going to be as upset about this as I am, and I'm sure you'll know what to do. Are you ready for this? Yeah. She wants to have home birth. That's it? That's it? Don't you think that's crazy?
It's not something I would choose, but no, it's not crazy.
The key words, not what a physician would choose.
Well, I wouldn't have chosen for Charlene to give birth in an abandoned warehouse either, but...
So what are you saying? That I should count my blessing? This is insane!
Cass, home births happen all the time, especially now with more qualified midwives around.
I don't want a midwife. The very term conjures the 15th century to me. I want a board-certified physician with 18 letters after his name.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Right.
What if there are complications?
I hear you. Listen, I tell you what. I'll sit down with both of you, and we'll talk the whole thing through, okay? The whole thing, all the process. Yeah,
thank heavens, a man of reason. No, wait a second. I did want to check with you about one other thing, the Lamaze method. What do you think about the Lamaze method?
What am I gonna do, Kelsey? I know. Huh? I'm gonna pig out. That always helps.
Oh, that's me. I'll be back in a minute.
Excuse me. That blueberry pie right there, it's got my name on it.
Well, I was supposed to wait to give it to you until the guy said, but... Well, okay, since you asked for it.
What guy? What are you talking about?
Some guy outside wants you to have that piece of pie.
What the? A diamond ring? Matt, are you crazy?
Okay, listen, just keep the camera rolling no matter what.
Okay, now, when that red light goes on that camera, we're gonna start the interview, okay? You ready? Okay, we're ready. Hi, I'm Jenna Norris, and this is another session of Jam Session. Welcome, everybody. Today, we are very excited because we are gonna be doing another interview in our series on hot people with very cool jobs. And today we're very excited because we have snared for you one of the hottest, and I mean hottest women in the music industry. Her name is Lorna Devon, and she is right here next to me. Hi, Lorna. So, as all of our viewers know and probably follow a lot of the talent that Lorna handles, many of you don't know who the lady is behind the scenes. So, maybe there's something you'd like to tell us about yourself. Anything?
You know, it's a living.
Right. Well, tell us maybe how you got into this business. Was there a mentor or someone?
No.
Was there something about music that, you know, grabbed you, that hooked you?
No, I just liked it.
Well, that's very interesting because I understand that from Dean Frame that the music industry is very cutthroat. So I would assume that there's something that had to have grabbed your attention, right?
Not really.
Okay, well, let's move on, okay? Tell us, in all your years in this business, okay, we've seen a lot of talent come and go, okay? And you are somebody who has managed to hang on. So tell us maybe why you think that is.
Got me.
Well, could it be maybe something in your childhood or something maybe in your background? I mean, I do know that you've had some tragedy.
Okay, stop it. Can we stop this here? I don't want to do this anymore. Can we just stop the tapes?
Rachel, I'm glad I called you. Now, I've been in touch with a few people, and the feelers are out.
Did you get anything?
Well, it's a bit early yet, but these men are very good.
Oh, I just bet they are.
Well, if I have any word on Paulina, I'll ring you at once.
If you don't find me here, call me at the office.
How diligent. And we, your shareholders, will be eternally grateful. Well. If it isn't the ever-persistent, less than successful Assistant District Attorney. So what brings you here? Let me know about more investigations coming my way.
You should be so lucky. This time it's just me.
I wondered when you'd get back. Here, have a beer.
From the bottle?
Very good. How'd you go?
I kind of had some luck.
Really?
Yeah, I asked some people if there was a hotel, and I thought they were directing me to one, but
What?
it was an outhouse. It's not funny, Ian, okay? Oh, this tastes good. Order me another one, would you?
Otra cerveza, por favor. I won't be able to join you.
Why not?
I don't know about you, but I am bushed. And like the rest of this place, I'm gonna have a lie down. You care to join me?
In a parallel universe. I'll see you later.
One more thing.
Don't tell me. The burritos carry the Black Plague.
This is no Mexican restaurant. I just wanted to warn you about the locals.
Yeah, what about them?
Look, things can get pretty rough around here, especially for an unaccompanied woman like yourself. You get my drift?
Can't be any different than Gold Street. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Ian, I've changed my mind. Ian, I've changed my mind.
Cass, I promise we'll talk to Frankie as soon as possible.
Great, John. Great.
Frankie, about what?
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, Ian.
John was going to talk to us about daycare in case you want to go back to work right after the baby.
Uh-huh. You see, that's not for months now. What were you two really talking about?
Huh? Oh, well, Cass was just asking me about, just my opinion about some things, that's all.
What things? What?
Oh, well.
Tell her what,
you know,
we were just asking about. So.
Oh, I don't believe you. You didn't even crack one of those books I gave you, did you?
No, but I haven't had much time.
Oh, but the whole thing just sounded so weird to you that you had to go and get the medical establishment against me.
Hey,
Wait, am I in the
he's not
establishment?
established.
I'm not established.
This is not how I want my pregnancy to go, Cass.
Oh, my gosh. Look at the time. I hate to break this off at this critical juncture, but it's imperative that I get a brief down to the court before it closes. See you
I
later.
can see that yellow streak a mile away, Winthrop. And you!
Me what?
You! I mean, what happened to the man who believed in taking leaps of faith, or is that only about matters of the heart?
No,
What?
it's not just about matters of the heart. No, it's not. Look, I told Cass that we would all sit down and we'd talk about this, about the home delivery and...
Fine, I'm ready.
No,
Start
that's
talking.
when... But no, you don't understand.
Sit!
Yes.
Well, just a minor crisis that I handled like a pro, I might add. Gosh, what's with you?
Look at this. My reaction, exactly. Kelsey, I think this may be Matt's way of asking me to marry him. What am I gonna do?
The hell are you doing, Jenna? This interview is supposed to be about my career, not my personal life.
They go hand in hand.
Whoa! And what is this about tragedy in my life?
Well, we both know that you haven't had an easy childhood. I mean, you know, you were adopted. Lorna, you didn't know who your parents were. You ran away from home.
That
You
is
had someone take-
completely irrelevant to this interview, and you know it.
But it isn't. It isn't because that's who you are. And you, Lorna Devon, are a star maker. You have the power to remake somebody into what the public wants to see.
So what?
So you learned it by doing it to yourself first.
No. I made my career because I am good at what I do.
Yes, you are good at what you do because you know what it's like to not want to show what's really on the inside. You understand your clients. That's how come you are able to help them.
Well, now I'm a therapist. Is that what I am? I'm a therapist.
Lorna, please.
Yeah, I'm as close to Dr. Joyce Brothers as you are to...
Why do you have to go turning this around? Why won't you just let the people see who you really are? What are you afraid of?
Nothing. I'm afraid of nothing. And if I reinvented myself, as you are so desperate to believe, it's only because I knew it was out there waiting for me. And I wasn't gonna let them get me, Jenna. I wasn't gonna let them get me.
Who did
and take
this
advantage
to you?
of
Who
me.
put you in the steel shell?
Carl Hutchins, all right? He made me believe that if I let people inside of me, they would see how different I really was.
So why can't you show that to the people? What's wrong with exposing Carl Hutchins?
Because by exposing him, I would be exposing myself. And I am sorry, little sister, but I don't believe in the tell-all TV that you want to create here today.
But Carl Hutchins is a known criminal, Lorna. You went up against him and you won.
Say it. Just say it. And you can tell Matthew Coy that I don't care if this whole station goes down the tubes.
I know about the photos you have on Lorna, Carl.
My dear young man, talented as I am, photography is not my long...
You knew they were taken when she was just a kid, and you've been blackmailing her ever since.
Is Miss Devon bringing this charge against me?
No. She says they don't matter, but I think you've got her scared to death.
I think you should take her at her word. But what I really think is that this is just simply a device to get back into her good graces. Well, you better rethink it. Because Lorna does not respond to the avenging crusader.
You lasses.
Think about it, laddie. Think about it. Do you think I'd hesitate to call your superiors? Register an official complaint? And what would happen to your career then? Now, you've heard about that new prosecuting position opening up, haven't you? And I've heard that you want to climb up in the world.
You ruined her. You ruined her. You took an innocent, beautiful child and wiped her out.
On the contrary, sir, I made her strong. Strong enough to leave me and strong enough to repel the likes of you. Now, if there is nothing further, excuse me.
I'm not through with you, Hutchins. I'm not through with you, not by a long shot.
Young man, I have prosecutors like you on toast for breakfast. Now, Mr. Anderson, do give Lorna my very best wishes. He's a nasty young man, and if he comes back here, bite him.
Afternoons sizzle on Channel 4 with Days of Our Lives at 2. Then Pat and Vanna spin the Wheel of Fortune at 3, followed by Jeopardy at 3:30. At 4, it's everyone's favorite talk show host, Oprah. And at 5, don't miss the evening's first newscast. The news seen at 5 with Demetria Kaladimos and Bill Hall. It's all on the channel for news.